This is Automotive Repair News Today, a 10-minute podcast covering the automotive repair industry's biggest stories. Hey, I'm your host, Braxton Critcher. If you haven't subscribed to this podcast platform, whether that's YouTube, Apple Podcast, or Spotify, do that now so you can get notifications for when I release new episodes 2 to 3 times a week, whether that's an interview with an industry leader or a podcast like this one covering the latest stories. Let's get to today's headlines. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals has reinstated the January 13th deadline for small businesses to file beneficial ownership information reports. Small businesses must comply unless they meet criteria such as having over 20 employees, operating a U.S.-based physical office, and reporting over $5 million in annual gross receipts. The reports require detailed information on beneficial owners, including names, addresses, and identification documents. Businesses can file by clicking the link in the show notes below. Interest in the Tesla Cybertruck is waning. Shocker. With more trucks showing up on used car lots. Once the best-selling electric pickup, Cybertruck sales have slowed, with the average resale times jumping to 75 days from just 27 days in May. Prices are also dropping, down almost 4% in the last month. The cheapest used Cybertruck right now on the market is just under $83,000. Analysts suggest that Tesla is working through older orders, and the surplus could mean better deals for potential buyers for the Cybertruck from Tesla. And now an update on a story we've been following, a potential merger between Honda and Nissan. The companies now say they don't expect to make this deal official till late 2026. And reported last week, Mitsubishi still remains in the talks, and their decision to join Honda and Nissan is expected by the end of this month, January. Both Nissan and Honda have faced challenges recently leading to this potential merger, and both companies, if they merge, would rank as the third largest automaker in the world. Now, while the merger offers some sale efficiencies, questions do remain about diversification and their underwhelming EV market presence. The companies do aim to develop a stronger electrification strategy together to secure their long-term position in a rapid evolving industry. Toyota North America has announced a $1 million donation to Donald Trump's January 20th inauguration, joining Ford, General Motors, and other corporate heavyweights like Amazon and Meta. Unlike Ford and GM, Toyota's contribution is cash only, not in vehicles, highlighting its apparent focus to maintain political goodwill. The donation comes on the heels of Trump's tariff threats to Mexico and Canada, countries where Toyota has large stakes in manufacturing currently. Mexico, a key hub for Tacoma pickups, could face economic impacts from Trump's tariffs. The Alliance of Automotive Service Providers of Minnesota has launched a $50,000 electric vehicle scholarship program. Partnering with Infinto and the H2L Group, the initiative provides schools with EV STEM kits to train the next generation of auto repair professionals. Schools that purchase one STEM kit will receive another for free, potentially benefiting over 500 students statewide there in Minnesota. Robert McLean has been sentenced to 18 months in federal prison for defrauding his employer, a local Nissan dealership, of over $500,000. The 36-year-old McLean pleaded guilty recently to mail fraud after ordering vehicle parts through the dealership, selling them online, and then pocketing the profits. The scheme ran for nearly 2 years, costing the dealership and its insurer over $775,000. McLean must also pay restitution and serve 3 years of supervised release after his sentence, beginning in April. Yokohama Tire Corporation has become a lifetime trustee of the University of the Aftermarket Foundation. Their CEO, Jeff Barna, has joined the UAF's Board of Trustees. UAF Chairman Roger McCollum praised Yokohama's commitment to developing a skilled workforce to drive the industry innovation and service excellence. Congrats to Jeff Barna and the Yokohama Tire Corporation. An Ohio repair shop brought holiday cheer to a local driver in need. Port Clinton Auto Repair owners Kim and Lisa Smith gifted Candace Lowe, a young aspiring cook, free repairs for her car as part of their Christmas auto repair giveaway. The Smiths partnered with the Ottawa County Family Advocacy Center's Grand Love program to select Lowe. She now has a safe, reliable car to use for transportation. She said, and quote, she was so surprised by the generous gesture. That wraps up this week's news from around the automotive repair industry. If you have some that you'd like to share with me, I'd love to hear from you when you email me, braxton@automotiverepairnews.com. We'll talk to you next week. Hey, if you're still here, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Automotive Repair News Today. If you enjoyed the show, please take a moment, like, share, subscribe to the podcast. It'll help us out a big deal and help grow the show. And you know what? While you're at it, slap on a review too if you feel like this content is helpful for the industry. Don't forget to follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. We're on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Stay connected and be the first to know about new episodes, behind-the-scene content, and more. And until next time, let's make the industry better together.